Hello, I'm Milo, and yeah, it's like Halloween and stuff. I've been playing spooky games, isn't it cool? But yeah, I'm being like a cool, edgy guy today on Halloween day itself, the 31st, by playing the like most magical, cute, simple, not scary at all game. Crystal's Ponytail for the Sega Mega Drive. Although I guess it's only for the Genesis because it was only released in America. So, story goes, Crystal is a pony and all her colourful pony friends have been kidnapped by this nasty witch that we can see in the background here. And yes, hello Gibbon, good to see you. Gibbon, the first thing he's noticing and bringing up is the surprisingly nice pony animations. And yeah, that's one of the strengths of the game that I've heard talked about in various places. This is the demo reel here. I'll talk about it later, but there's a person specifically credited in the credits for the pony animations, and I think they did a fantastic job. It's their only video game credit, actually, and that's Colleen Holub. Let's get to the part. Yes, okay. So there's 3 difficulties, easy, medium, and hard. Now that, I believe, changes the number of magical trinkets that you need to progress. So why don't we go hard? Yeah, why not? It's a non-violent, non-threatening kind of game. So I think hard shouldn't be too bad. Much like Echo Jr. Like, in that case, you have to pick hard to get all the content of the game. Anyway. Action and jump, perfect. Now here's the cool feature of the game. You get to paint your pony any color you want. Now, as you can see on the cover art that I've put on the sides of the screen, there is a canon coloration for Crystal. So I might try and echo that. How do I? Yep. So we can cycle through different colors and paint your pony. She's not a dinosaur, but paint your dinosaur is a mean thing, by the way. Okay, so I can't actually pick blue, the same blue that's on the cover, so why don't we go with purple? Oh no, that was the default. Let's not be default. I'll go this kind of dark greenish blue color. And her body is a bright pink. Ooh, that's a bit too bright. See what other options we've got. Ah, a purpley. Yeah, that might work. We could go boring sort of normal horse color. But let's make her garish as we can. So how about purple? And then the tail can be, I don't know. This horse looks awful. I need to start again. Let's change the hair. Yellow? Yeah, yellow. And then green. Or, I'm actually pretty disappointed with the color range that's on show here. Alright. Everything I do now looks terrible, but I'll go with the green tail. Okay, go. There's our Crystal. Okay, and yeah, you can select from a number of public domain music works to be played during the gameplay. Oh, Mountain King, nice. There's quite a few here, actually, ranging from classical music to traditional folk tunes, and there's even a couple that are unique to the game. I think Pony Theme and Witch Curse are probably made for the game, I would say. Why don't we go with Hall of the Mountain King, because I know that one. All right, let's go. So here's Crystal. Okay. So I turn from side to side and then a tap of the button. Yeah, she just ran a lot. I don't know. Let's go back. Try and get a grip with these controls. Oh, okay. So that first screen is sort of a menu screen. Whichever way you tap, Crystal will go that way first. And now we're on like the action screen. So, yep. So what have we got? A jump button and an action button, which makes Crystal rear up and sort of shake her hooves. Now, realistically, the jump button makes her jump forwards. You can't jump in place. Oh, I guess horses can actually jump in place, like trick horses. Oh no. Okay, so there are enemies in the game. There's not really combat per se, but if they knock into you, you don't have health, but you will lose one of your horseshoes, which are needed to progress through the magic gates or whatever. So there's horseshoes, there's keys. What's that thing that fell on the ground? I don't know. So this game also has puzzles and such. There we go. The rear up button does contextual actions if you're near something that can be interacted with. Oh, sorry about that flashing actually when I collect a key. That's not great, is it? Oh great. There is some combat, I guess. I managed to knock down that scarecrow who looked a bit nasty. So yeah, here we are on Halloween. And we are actually fighting some things that are slightly spooky. Okay, try again. Okay. So digitized speech. That's a cool feature. Alright, this time we'll go to the cave. Actually, can we go back for 1 second? I just want to hang on this screen for a little bit. And there's quite a nice castle in the background. You can see that on the cover art. Oh, actually, I've almost cropped it out. You can just make out it like a floating castle on the right there. It's pretty cool cover art. But yeah, nice rainbow in the sky too. Just admiring the pixel art. I think that's another strength of the game is it looks really nice. They put a lot of attention to the pixel art as well as the animation of Crystal herself. Okay. Ooh. Crystal is too scared to go near that spider. Oh, no, okay. She just didn't want to approach the ledge or something? I'm not sure. By the way, the spider has 6 legs, which is not really real. Alright, so you can't walk over ledges, you have to jump when you get to them. There's something else going on with her sort of recoiling there. I don't know. So I believe it was 5 horseshoes for easy, 10 for medium, and 15 for hard. So I should be able to get through that gate now. But as you can see, they throw horseshoes at you. You're never going to want for them, I think. At least not at this stage. There are more bits to the game. Oh no, that was a little scary. Okay, so I'm using 3 of my keys to open this chest. And I got a magic gem. Ah, the magic gems are the plot MacGuffins, of course. We need all 7 or 8, 7, to rescue our friends. I think that's how it goes. Oh, there's a gate here too. Okay. I guess you have a choice of which level you want to do first. So we'll cash in our horseshoes. Nice.
Good job.
Good job. Thanks. Ah, now the cave is barred off. Oh, but what about the farmyard? I guess I've passed stage 1 and there was an option A or B and I did the cave. It's interesting how Crystal doesn't want to walk off ledges, you have to make her jump. It's almost like a realistic depiction of horse behavior, sort of, in a way. I can't figure out what those apples are for. Ooh, how about if I walk up to it and then press the context-sensitive button? Lovely. Yes, wonderful. She ate the apple and a lollipop appeared. That's sending mixed messages there. Okay. Let's see now. Puzzles? Yes, pick the sunny door. Interesting. Oh. Oops, nope. Couldn't get past that. Okay, it's all warps. So the rain door will warp you to the other rain door, presumably. And to get past this little protrusion, I use the flower door. Okay, good to know. Can I jump off here? Let's use a save state for the first time. Yeah, that's not a problem, I guess. The door just helps you get back up if you need More chest opening action. Ah, I got 1 key back, but no crystal this time. We're gonna need those crystals if we want to confront the witch. I guess this game just passed the Bechdel test. Actually, that's something I wanted to mention. Twitch has a new feature, which is tags. Oh wow, okay. The Sega building on a cart. What? So Sega did publish the game. It was made by Artec Digital Entertainment, who are now known as Artec Studios. Well, not now, because now they've gone out of business as of 2011, unfortunately. So I saw in the demo reel that Crystal was able to... Oh! Okay. I thought I could pull the cart, but we're watching a puppet show now. In this world, Sega is a traveling puppet show, apparently. Don't know who those characters were supposed to be, but there you go. Gibbon says, this is quality I frankly didn't expect from a pony game. And you know what, I agree. I think part of the motivation for creating the game is partly cynical. But on the other hand, I mean, clearly the game is targeted towards a younger audience and, in all honesty, girls who are often interested in ponies. I mean, the elephant in the room is that My Little Pony has always been a big, successful franchise for many years, and this game is sort of aping it or ponying it. Yeah, now there's no death in this game, and yeah, I'm unable to jump off this cliff. So I do have a choice to go back to the farmhouse now, and I guess I will do that, and presumably I'll get to the tree later. You know what, I'll do the tree first, since we've seen the farmhouse already. But yeah, My Little Pony, colourful ponies, etc. It's kind of a theme there. But you know, at this time, actually, My Little Pony as a franchise didn't have many video games to its name. I think this is 1993, and let's see, I had some My Little Pony notes here. I think the first My Little Pony game was in 2001, possibly, and it was on the PC. They didn't get a console game until 2006, when another game was actually ported from PC to the Game Boy Advance, and then there was one on the DS. But yeah, there's a lot of My Little Pony games on like Flash browser based things or on smart devices now, but it's never been a big part of the gaming sphere as far as I can tell. Maybe I didn't do enough research on that, but anyway, yeah. So, what was I saying? So yeah, the game's kind of intended for young girls to get interested in gaming. You know, reaching a new audience that hasn't otherwise been engaged by games, or maybe, you know, Sonic the Hedgehog is too difficult for them or something. And what's this about? Aha, the music note turned into a horseshoe. Lovely. It's these little secrets. I like that. Ooh, a covered bridge. Nice, very nice. Oh no, scary bats! By the way, notice the parallax scrolling in the background. That's pretty impressive. Oh no. Yeah, so I guess I was trying to talk about the new Twitch feature. They've added a tags system for aiding discoverability, I suppose. Look at the backgrounds here. Scrolly, scrolly. Yeah, pretty nice one. I like that. And there's all sorts of things in tags. All sorts of crazy things that I didn't think Twitch was being used for, but apparently it is. So, you know, you've got things like social eating and all different types of crafts and such. But there's also types of like gaming that you're doing, whether it's speedrunning or competitive or gambling. There's all kinds of tags there. So I've put a few up that describe what I'm doing. I used casual playthrough, blind playthrough, first playthrough, which are generally all true of most of the games I play. I can't figure out what to do here exactly. Can we interact with this boat? Yes, we can get on the boat. Lovely, to bypass the wall. I thought that magic owl might help me out somehow, but no. Can I rear up to get these sorceries? I can. Excellent. Yeah, I've also put in family friendly because that's what I strive to be. I don't curse, and I rarely play games that have violence or gore or anything, and I put warnings if I do. And what's the other one? Retro, of course. Retro is my main shtick, I suppose. So my streams are tagged with that. Now, there's also things like to do with the content of games you play. I noticed one in there that was like villainous games where you put that tag if you're playing as a game where you're the bad guy, in a game where you're the bad guy. But I didn't notice any kind of tag to describe the stream project that I'm doing all this year, which is playing games with female protagonists. So there's no feminist-related tags available on Twitch, apparently. Alright, so I have a gem and there's a pony in this tent, but I think I have the wrong shaped gem and I can't get her out. Him or her. I'm going to assume it's a her. It's kind of the My Little Pony formula. There's a lot of girl characters, which is fair enough because that's the audience you're trying to go for. So maybe I have to come back later when I have a different gem. Possible. Oh, what's that? That is definitely a gem buried in the ground. I wonder if I missed something already. So I can dig with my hoof. That's cool. Yes, there we go. Gem. Pretty. Great. Oh, have I missed one? Have I locked myself out since I can't go back? I wonder. Well, this fits this, but it's upside down. Okay, I guess turning gems is beyond the abilities of this pony. Yeah, Gibbon's saying he's amazed that this is actually an original IP and isn't a licensed tie-in. He can't even find a suggestion that it was intended to be a My Little Pony game. How bizarre. Now, famously, horses are immune to snake venom, but I guess snakes are still scary and can probably bite, do some damage. Yeah, the lollipop just makes flowers appear. It doesn't appear to have a gameplay benefit at all, which is fine. Ah, now, I definitely have this shape. Come on, guys. I have this shape. I'll stand in the silhouette of the pony. Maybe that's the key here. Yeah, there we go. Oh no! Ah! I think I'm being attacked by the witch. Take that, witch. You're not gonna grab me. Yeah. Oh no, I got horseshoed. Ah, you can jump as an attack. Across the horse's hooves are the dangerous part. Although you also don't want to be bitten by a horse. Watch out for that if you ever come in contact with one. I mean, you only have to worry if you're treating it poorly. So did I win or what? What's going on? Alright, once I've fought the witch, then a magic wand appears. Ah, and my friend is back. Lovely. Hello, friend. Bling. Ah, and the gem is replaced by the face of the pony that I captured. Sorry, rescued. What am I saying? Whoops. Bit of a Freudian slip there. I mean, who knows? Oh, okay. Oh, I see that gem. That's going to be easy. So this might be another hub area where all the captured ponies are. I think my jump is, yeah, contextually slightly bigger if I'm near a ledge like that, possibly. Alright, you ready for another witch battle? Let's do this. Oh, okay, no witch battle this time. Action button. Go. Sweet. But yeah, I mean, it's clearly a takeoff of a My Little Pony style thing. But that's okay. So yeah, Artec. Yes, Artec. So they made this game. They're a Canadian studio, founded in 1982, and they did games for, you know, the platforms back then, the Commodore 64 and all that nonsense. I think they maybe weren't the most successful studio. They ended up doing a lot of sort of ports of board games for some reason to video game platforms and computer game platforms. So, you know, like Monopoly and just all sorts of things there on their resume.
Good job.
Good job. Yes, I'm getting encouraged a lot, but I know I missed a pony back there. I hope that hasn't locked me out of the game or anything. Maybe I didn't press the button right when I was near the tent. Maybe I could have got that. Ew, now I'm racked by self-doubt. Alright, whatever. Oh, nice, a wind chime, and then the squirrel comes out. This is delightful. I'm sorry, I'm having fun. So what else did Artec do? I noticed that they ported Qbert to the computer. That's a claim to fame of a sort. They also made several DVD games, so like interactive games on movie DVDs and stuff, you know? Well, not necessarily movies, they could be on a movie as a special feature, but I've also seen standalone game releases on DVD. What else did they do? Yeah, a few adventure games that were original properties, so they did have their own stuff as well, including Crystal's Ponytail. Okay, I've definitely got the right gem for this. Aha! You won't get me, witch. Yes, the gem. So this is that original music track I was talking about. Did you just steal my keys? You witch. How dare you. I needed those. The treasure. The rear attack is not that useful. It kind of locks you into that animation when you're standing still. Whereas the jump, a lot more mobile. Alright, we're done there. Let's free another friend. Yes. So, she is indeed a witch, given. I mentioned before that there was a My Little Pony game in 2001 on the computer. That game was actually made by Artec, so after doing this sort of My Little Pony pastiche in 1993, they did actually get the official license and made a real My Little Pony game on the computer. And that was called My Little Pony Friendship Gardens. And I believe that would be based on G3. I did a little bit of research about the different generations of My Little Pony franchise, but I still don't fully understand it. I know that the current generation, which includes the Friendship is Magic show, is Generation 4. Alright, so it looks like there's branches here. Going to the tree takes me to that pony rescuing hub. Oh, but I haven't got everything there. Yes, because I left a pony. Okay, so this is interesting. It's a unusual structure. I'm just coming to grips to. Anyway, oh no, sorry, I do have a note here. Friendship Gardens is actually Gen 2, so definitely G2. I noticed. Alright, so she definitely pulled this in the... Yeah, okay, I could do that. Despite not having any kind of, you know, bridle or saddle connected to her, she was able to pull a cart somehow. Aha! Excellent. See, these are interesting little puzzles that use contextual items in the environment. I think that's pretty cool. Aha! Okay, so that was a puzzle that caused a bat to attack me, but I managed to eat some hay and get a lollipop for it. Now, you, my friend. Ow! Nuts to you. I was trying to attack it, but okay. Oh no. Huh? Alright, I grabbed the gem, but I lost a couple of horseshoes. I don't think this is an enemy. Just hanging out. Alright, I know how to eat apples now, so I've knocked that one to the ground. Excellent. Yeah, I still don't know what they do exactly. I'm just pressing the interact button at various background objects. Oh, I did this before. Given saying I should get 4 horseshoes for each rescued friend. I haven't noticed that, but that could potentially be the case, yeah. Ah, stupid tumbleweeds. A pony's worst enemy, of course. Alright, I have tons of keys now. Oh no, because of getting hit by those tumbleweeds, I don't have enough to pass the dang gate. Oh, right. Given says that it would just make sense as an idea if you got 4 horseshoes when you rescue a friend. They do have 4 hooves. That's true. Ah, how come you slowed down? Oh, I've taken so much damage. What can I do now? I can't escape. Because I don't have enough horseshoes. Sorry, I'm not trying to be aggressive, cow. That's a horrible moo, by the way. Okay. It's just one of those little things, I guess. Like in Freddy Fish, you can just interact with stuff in the background for no reason apart from it's a bit of fun. Okay, get me out of here. Gonna go back. Oh. Oh, I thought I'd be back at that 3-door hub thing. I guess I'll reload this area and that'll give me more horseshoe opportunities. Okay. Yep, there we go. That's cool. Yes. Yes, okay, so that game I mentioned, Friendship Gardens, the My Little Pony like actual game that Artec did eventually. The cool thing about that is it's sort of just a minigame compilation, like a lot of My Little Pony games actually are, I found out. They're not very deep gameplay experiences. But this one at least does have you starting the game by making a pony OC, basically, your own pony, and it has the same colouring in each part of the animal that this game started with. So there's sort of a through line there between this sort of unofficial MLP knockoff here and the official game that the same studio later did. There's a bit more, I think, options of variety available to you in Friendship Gardens for creating your own pony and having different colours on it. Compared to this one, I think was a bit shallow, but yeah, that's cool.
Good job.
Good job, thank you, Mr. Narrator friend. Alright. So, yeah, I was having a conversation earlier, I guess it's a couple of weeks now, about games that don't rely on a basically violent structure. Games that... Oh, what? Oh, I missed the first one. Oh, no? Okay. Sorry, actually, I wasn't paying attention. It was this and then this? No. Okay. Watch closer now. Yellow, orange, purple, orange. Okay, I can do that. Oh, come on. What happened there? Oh, I guess it picked it up as a purple because I was standing sort of between them. The hitbox is off, I guess. Off from what I was expecting anyway. Okay, so solving the puzzle got me the opportunity to use my keys on this chest. And I know where that gem goes. That goes to the pony in the tent. Lovely. Oh, what's this? Oh, bunny, help me out here. Get me the chest, please? Intimidation is not working. That's right, there were vegetable gardens back there. I guess I'll get a vegetable for the bunny. Now it's a little faster to continually jump, so there's a speedrun trick for you. Oh, which vegetable does the rabbit want? You know, in real life rabbits are really like eating like lettuce and stuff, but let's go with the cartoon option of carrot. And yeah, speedrun tactics to get back there. Oh, no, you gotta time your jumps right, otherwise Crystal will balk. Alright, here you go. You're welcome. Oh, lovely. Yeah, so this game is a good example of one that isn't about I mean, we do fight the witch, that's true. But I guess in gameplay it's pretty laid back and gentle. Ah, naughty spitting fish. So yeah, there's still actually conflict at the heart of the story. I mean, you could say that there's conflict in any good story. There has to be some source of conflict to tell a story, but there's even combat and stuff in this game. Oh well, I guess it's not a perfect example, but it's definitely on the spectrum scale of you know, violent to non-violent. It would be towards the non-end of the spectrum. I shouldn't be tapping across because that makes sense. Or just keep jumping and she jumps forward. It's that simple. Right, so the one gem I was missing was needed over there. Oh, okay. Seahorses famously do not like honey, apparently. Oh no, don't lose all your horseshoes. Oh, that's nice. Okay, I'll go back then. Although, let's see. Yeah, I'll just go back now. Have to get past those bees again, maybe? Yeah, okay. Flight of the Bumblebee playing there. Of course, that was one of my options for the music. Actually, that reminds me. Have we actually heard Hall of the Mountain King yet? I guess I wasn't paying attention. Pause. I've used all the buttons on the controller now, so whatever. Alright, let's free our friend. This is the platforming challenge level, I see. Alright, buddy. Let's go. Magic! So, in terms of those kinds of gentle, non-threatening kind of platformer games, it's interesting. Artec Studios, they did this game, and there's another development legacy there, because one of their final games before the studio unfortunately had to close in 2011 was something called The Undergarden on the last gen consoles and on PC, and it was also a kind of low-key, non-challenging kind of platformer, where it was more about exploration and adventuring and stuff rather than you know, difficult precision and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's part of their development history, I guess. Alright. So, one of our pony friends has been imprisoned on a merry-go-round. How cruel. There should only be fiberglass horses on merry-go-rounds. I notice all the pony friends have purple manes, whereas Crystal is special, I guess. Oh, well, let's do this too. Oh no! The witch is back. Take that, witch. Yeah. I'm kind of out of luck with regards to horseshoes. Gonna have to enter the level again and try and not get hit as much. Yeah, take that. You won't stop me. I have the power of friendship. Oops, nope, that's too close to My Little Pony. Bring it back. No friendship here. Yes, so this game was distributed through Sega Club, which is a thing I don't know much about, but was, I guess, a method of distribution. Oh boy. Wah wah. Try again. Ponies shake their heads. Alright. So we're gonna do better this time. No, I don't want to do this right now, thanks. This takes too long. I should be able to get the horseshoes some other way, yeah? Kind of reminds me of those rhythm puzzles in like Donkey Kong 64 where, not even rhythm, like it's musical in nature, but it's really just memorizing a pattern of things and then repeating it. And because it takes so long to do each step, in DK64 it was like stomping the keys of a piano. In this it's going and whinnying under each triangle to make it activate. It ends up being nothing like music because there's such a gap between them and then the other actions and sounds that happen as a result of it. So I never like the feel of those kind of quote-unquote puzzles. They're not... Okay, I didn't get hurt that time, even though they pretty much dropped it straight on my head. Alright, we've got plenty of horseshoes. Might as well get all we can. Oh, okay. I guess that was just a gem in there earlier. So that's not a source of horseshoes. Alrighty. Yeah, so I was talking about how this game was sort of intended to bring in girls who weren't interested in other kinds of games, I guess. That was the idea. But the development team, as you know, they frequently are in the industry, especially back then, was for the most part made up of men. But they did have some women on board. The producer at Sega was a woman. I didn't write her name down, but too bad. And the three sort of lead testers managing the testing team were also women. So they definitely, I think, valued that perspective from that end of the process, as well as I said earlier, Colleen Holub doing the animation for the ponies. And she did a great job. And yeah, I don't know what Colleen Holub does otherwise in her professional life, but that's her only video game credit listed on Moby Games. That's a pretty useful little rope that knots itself automatically. I wish I could get a rope like that, although I don't know what I'd use it for, to be honest. Let's see. Yeah, that's about all my notes for this game, which is okay, because we're almost finished it, actually. Only one more pony to find. But that's okay. Yeah, I knew this was short, so I have some backups. I'm actually going to play some official My Little Pony games after this. Pretty simple ones, but we'll talk more about My Little Pony one while I'm playing those, I'm sure. I've got some notes about that. I guess I was looking for other cute pony games and horse games, which was quite a process. Again, on Moby Games, they have a category theme horses, but of course that category could be considered a bit broad because it's flooded with like horse racing simulation games and also horse breeding and caring simulation games, so two very different audiences there. Horse racing games are enormous, but also among certain segments of the audience. Horse raising games are obviously popular, especially in Germany for some reason. It just happens that there's a lot of games made in Germany and for Germany sometimes that are about horse caring. And they're clearly aimed at girls as well, considering that the player character in the game is often a girl. Alright, that's enough horseshoes to get us out of here, but where was that other pony? It's around here somewhere. It was on this level, wasn't it? Oh, I got it. Oh, silly me. I'm looking around for another pony, but I rescued them at the start. So we have all the ponies now. So I guess all we need to do is progress and see what happens next. So in my searching for horse games, I'm looking for ones where you can specifically play as a horse. So what sprung to mind was that DreamWorks animated film Stallion Spirited Cimarron, which indeed got two game adaptations, I think. Was it PlayStation or computer and Game Boy Color? I don't remember. I wasn't going to play those today because obviously that's a stallion. I'm still looking for heroines, so here's Crystal. That's good. Is this Mountain King? No, this is Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies. I don't know what that selection was. Maybe it just plays on that screen. Anyway, nice tree face in the background there. We got living trees, of course, in this magical world. I just want to watch Crystal's idle animation for a bit. It's nice. She's got a few different actions. Looking at the player like this. Nice. So yeah, there was some My Little Pony games on the list, of course. Oh, of course, interaction. Hello, tree. That's a very funny face. Okay. I guess we pretty much have everything we need. Oh no. We need more horseshoes. I don't think I can even get any more on this screen. Because the apples only give you lollipops. Which I still don't know what they do. I don't know. This is weird. Can I take with the bucket? No, apparently not. Oh, yes I can. There was feed in there, and I got another lollipop. Okay. I don't... Alright. I will try again. So it'll put me back here, and I'll just get some more horseshoes, and then it will let me progress. Okay, that's fine. Bit of a delay. Yeah, so what else did I see on the list? In terms of games where you play as a horse, most of them are about you as a human interacting with horses. So yeah, there's like the My Little Pony ones, like I said, there's a stallion one. I guess the only other most significant one I could find, because there weren't a whole lot in total, like tons of games where you're a person riding a horse, that's obvious. But yeah, the other one that caught my eye was something called Prism, on the PS2. So the full title is Prism. So that's spelt P-R-Y-Z-M. Prism Chapter 1, The Dark Unicorn. Now that game wasn't successful enough to get a Chapter 2, 3, or 4. But it looks, interesting if kind of low budget. The idea is interesting anyway. You play as a unicorn called Prism, or in fact she's a pegacorn. Like she's a unicorn with a Pegasus wings, so she's able to fly. I guess I don't know. But you're actually playing as a team. So Prism is being ridden by this troll wizard called Carrick, and you control Prism's movement with the left stick, and Carrick's attacks with the right stick. So when I first read that, I was like, oh, is this like a brother's Tale of Two Sons kind of situation where they move independently? No. They're one unit, he's riding her, but their actions are controlled by the two different sides of the controller, so that's pretty interesting. It got a comic sort of adaptation spin-off that was bundled with the game, published by DC Comics, but that also, I guess, was intended to continue and didn't go anywhere either, so that franchise stopped at one installment of a game and one issue of a comic. So, we rode the magical rainbow, and I guess that confrontation with the witch there was intended to be the final confrontation, so that's the end of the game. You won. Come join the party in the Pony Castle. Oh, is this playable? No, it's not. Okay. Nice triumphant farty music from the Mega Drive sound chip there. But yeah, beautiful ending screen. We didn't see it for very long, unfortunately. There's the Sega producer, Cindy Clavering, that's who I was talking about. But yeah, Paul Butler, he worked at Artec for basically all of his career. I don't think he's worked anywhere else. Grant Campbell, yeah, I didn't look I didn't look up anyone else, so yeah, I can't speak about any other names, but I was, well done at least to Grant Campbell for the art, that was nice, and Colleen Holub for the animation. Whoever did the music, you did a fine job. It's fine, it's alright. But yeah, you can see the women's names there in the top of the testing team. Thank you. So that's it for Crystal's ponytail, I guess. While searching for it, I noticed that a small group of reviewers had kind of got together to declare a certain day of the year, which was in September, so I kind of missed it, as reviewing Crystal's Ponytail Day, and they all played it and read a review of it as kind of a joke thing, but they all found things to like about it and interesting aspects to it, and I think I did too, and we did together. I had fun, and there's definitely redeeming qualities here, and especially for a young gamer, I think they might appreciate this. But on easy, like repeating sections because you don't have enough horseshoes is a bit tedious, especially if things are taking horseshoes off you in the process. There is some skill-based gameplay to this. Anyway. Oh yeah, okay, so on easy mode, that's another thing that happens, is you will get hints in the form of, you could see that bird had a thought bubble telling you to interact with a boat to get a crystal. Yeah, so that's something I missed. I should have gone on easy, actually, if there's more content there. Yeah, didn't think of that. Anyway, that's Crystal's Ponytail, so we'll move on now. That's a very short stream for a stream, but we have more on the docket. Where is it? Here it is. Let me switch the thing over, and boop, boop, and hopefully this works. Now, you should have heard a little voice clip there, which is a common thread here. Voice clips digitized into chiptune style. Just hanging here. We'll see if this works. I think it's working. Yeah, that's pretty much perfect how I intended it. Okay, so this is an official My Little Pony game that was released on the internet to the website. It's called The Hub, or Hub, which is a TV channel that broadcast the show. They had a website that had Flash games for some of their shows, including My Little Pony. So let's go to the help screen, I guess. Navigate the level by jumping from one platform or cloud to another. Press the left, right arrow or A and D keys to move. Jump. Press up arrow, W key to jump. Press down arrow, S key to shoot. Press down the spacebar key to use your pony abilities. Some ponies can fly or use objects like ladders or teleport pads. Collect objects by running over them. Press the spacebar to use teleport, ladder, and to fly. Apples increase your score. Hearts increase your health bar. Element of Harmony will end the level. I am grossly unfamiliar with My Little Pony as a franchise, so I assume the Element of Harmony is a plot MacGuffin in the show. There's been multiple iterations of the show as well. Anyway, Pony Icon is an extra life. Yes, blah 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 blah, there's a boss. Okay, great stuff. So, let's go. Now, we only have Twilight Sparkle from the start, but there are 6 other ponies available. Sorry, 5 other ones. This constitutes the main characters of the Friendship is Magic show, these 6. So we're going to unlock more as we go, I think. Oh, it saved my scores from when I was testing the game. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so Twilight Sparkle's special ability is to shoot a laser from her horn because she's a magical unicorn. And she can also teleport on the platforms. So yeah, I love the look of this game. It's definitely going for a sort of old, I don't know, Atari, DOS. It's kind of a pastiche. No actual game really looked like this. It's more colourful and detailed, I think, than various machines were capable of at the time. Oh, we're already at the Frost Boss, that's right. Okay, so it's a dragon, scary. But my lasers will make short work of it. Yeah, take that. Okay, that was quick. Yeah, so retro style game. It was released onto the Hub website in, I think, when was that? I didn't write it down. I don't know when. I'm gonna guess 2011 or something. The Friendship is Magic rebrand came in 2010. So it would have been, you know, sometime after that. But yeah, I'm very charmed by this game. Oops, what's going on? Yeah, okay, pink teleporter. Stand on the clouds. Sometimes it can be hard to see the cloud. Okay, I should be able to jump from the cloud to... Oops. Ah. Oh no. Okay, okay, go. Great, we got it. Okay. Health, please. Oh, only 1 heart. Great. Oh, another boss already. Okay. Oh, it's the Hydra. Very scary. Oh, out of the swamp. That's beautiful. I appreciate the narrator too. Hopefully you can hear that. Oh yeah, I've lost my chat. That's down. Okay. Chat's still good. It's an odd looking Hydra, but okay. Yes. Great. So yeah, I don't have information on who made this game. There aren't any credits associated with it. It was released on that web platform, the Hub, like I said. I didn't need to pick that up. But yeah, I mean, I wish I knew who made it because I appreciate it and I would like to credit them. But it was not to be. Don't need it anyway. So it seems like Twilight Sparkle is kind of the de facto main character. With that group of 6, like I said, sort of share the spotlight. Iron Will. Okay. So it's the old wait till they charge and then shoot them in the back. Classic video games. I'm wondering if I should get a catchphrase. And classic video games might be, oops. Might be a contender. Oh, I can't quite make out what the narrator's saying all the time. But it's a fun little digitized voice. Kind of synthesized voice even. Like a... what is it? Microsoft Sam? Oops. Yeah, this game should keep us busy for a while, because not only do we have 6 characters with 6 levels each, but there's also a sequel. So if we get through this, we'll get to play Adventure Ponies 2. Gibbon's asking if I have Robot Unicorn attack lined up. Actually, no. That's actually... Oh, you know what? Maybe... Yeah, once we get through Adventure Ponies 2, if I still have time, I will load up Robot Unicorn attack. It doesn't have a heroine character. I don't know if the genre, if the gender of the Robot Unicorn is ever specified, but that's okay. I think that game just, not that you know, I'm just gonna say it deserves the attention. Not that nobody's, you know, not that people haven't heard of it. But it's certainly worth it for the soundtrack alone, although probably will get me VOD muted or whatever. Erasures, always. Okay, so what was the thing? I was here? Yeah, clouds, right, got it. There's actually many installments of Robot Unicorn Attack at this point. There were, I think, 3 games, and then also a like Christmas variant, and maybe another variant. Oh, so here's a boss arena. Oh, great, Gilda the Griffin. That's wonderful. I love that effect when it dashes and leaves those colored streaks. That's really cool. Okay, where are you? Ah, so I don't know if these are characters from the show either. Adventure Ponies 2 seems to more readily use characters from the show, but I really don't know if these are or not. The Dragon, the Hydra, and Gilda the Griffin. I don't watch the show, so sorry. Oh, actually, that's a good point. So the rebrand, the Friendship is Magic thing that kicked off Gen 4, or again, kicked off, I'm saying things that I don't necessarily know are true, but anyway, whichever way around it was, the show was created and helmed, at least initially, by Lauren Faust, who we've actually discussed before because we played Quests for Camelot, the game, and she was involved as an animator on that movie. At the time, I talked about how she had sort of commented on her work on the film and her thoughts on it from a feminist perspective, so that was really interesting. Okay. There's a breakable wall there that I don't appear to be able to get to even. Right, so I just need to fall strategically. Oh, that's tough. Great. The diamond dog is wonderful. Oh, that's scary, dude. Okay, these definitely look like creatures from the show. Oh, okay, that wasn't too hard. And no, it wasn't Venom Snake and Ocelot and Miller, unfortunately. Although for all I know, their characters in the show are based on that. No, it's way before that. What am I saying? 2010. Metal Gear Solid 5 wasn't out until a couple of years back. Ow. Sorry, Twilight Sparkle. Gibbon's asking for a Pound Puppies reboot. For all I know, it's already happened. What am I doing wrong here? What have I missed? I haven't gone this way, have I? Is there a secret something here? No. It's a maze. Okay, where have I been? This way. given the height of Twilight Sparkle's jump, there's not much option. Oh, I see. Oh, that's clever, actually. That's clever level design. By destroying that, that means I can drop down somewhere. Hold on. I could reach that from here, but I can't get there until I go somewhere else. If I can figure out where that is. Here. Should be here. Yeah, I can fall down here, and then go here, and then go in this teleporter. Wonderful. Hooray! Discord, that's definitely a character from the show. It appears to be made of different dragon parts or something. Don't you fireball me, Sonny. Ah! I have the power of friendship! Oh no, I died. That's a funny little animation where they just fall over on my back. The laser shooting animation is cute too. Leaning forward like that. Hey, quit it. Yeah. Alright, if I avoid those fireballs, yeah. Hit it when it's jumping, great. We can do this. Yes! Oh no! Oh, I thought I did it. There was one more hit. Oh, okay. Its health stayed when I died. Okay, it didn't reset the whole thing when I... Yeah, okay, cool. So that's one playthrough, but we've unlocked more ponies, so let's go Rainbow Dash. Let's do it. And she can fly. Ooh, and dash, lovely. Okay, so I can jump. So instead of lasers, she has a dash, which looks wonderful. And is similar to the Griffin before, she leaves a rainbow trail, which I enjoy. Oh, right, flying. I can fly. Wonderful. Breaking level design. I've been playing Mighty Gunvolt Burst, and it's a lot of fun. Oh, her element of harmony looks different. I guess that's unique to each character. Sure. So it's harder to hit with her. You can't just spam a laser button. You have to get up close. Anyway, yeah, Mighty Gunvolt Burst is really interesting because you can kind of break the game any way you want by stacking tons of different customizations on your characters. And what I've been enjoying lately is using Gunvolt and putting lots of double jump customizations on him, which then lets you jump over all sorts of obstacles and enemies and have fun, basically. And it's all up to you. It's great. So I enjoy that game a lot. Oh, I heard that. The narrator said, "Oh no, a Hydra." Very cute.
Ready, start.
Ready, start. Okay, so we're going to use a lot of dashing and flying. Whoopsie! And not worry about every apple. Because our objective now is speed, because I want to get to Adventure Ponies 2. Now that I know that, yeah, it's all same level design here, but tweaked for the different ponies' abilities. Flying kind of trivializes some levels though, which is nice.
Oh no.
I don't mind that at all.
Iron Will.
Oh no, it's Iron Will.
Rainbow Dash wins.
Rainbow Dash wins. Cool.
Ready, start.
So, I don't know if you know anything about My Little Pony, but like I was saying before, it's got a few games over the years. There's been kind of an explosion in recent times since they've been able to put cheaply made freemium games on the app stores for smart devices. Oh, I fell through the floor. That's wonderful. And yeah, there've been a lot of your typical minigame kind of click 'em ups. Nothing that really looked too interesting to me, except for this one called Rainbow Runners, which I think is the most recent My Little Pony game. It's an auto runner. And I'm sure it's got a lot of exploitative free-to-play mechanics, of course, but at least it had kind of actiony gameplay that I could engage with. That's,
Ready?
I guess, how you win me over. But yeah, all of the Friendship is Magic related stuff is, like I said, on the app stores and such. If you want any like retro console games and stuff like that, it's all the previous generations of the franchise, which in my opinion don't look as good. I really enjoy the look of the new show and the character designs and such. Even though they've looked less and less like actual ponies over the years as the generations continued, and especially in the most recent one. Like the snouts have got shorter. You can actually see some comparison photos online of what changed with each new generation of My Little Pony. And they start out with heads that are actually like way too big, but I think now the heads aren't, well, they aren't long enough is what I think. That's my opinion as a you know, student of biology. Ow, you nuts. Take that. Ah. Yeah. And Rainbow Dash. I'm not going to take your doggy bullying. Okay. Ow. So I asked my wife about My Little Pony, and indeed, as a girl, she had one of the toys, because it's primarily a toy franchise. Even the cartoons, you could say, are intended to sell toys. It's all owned by Hasbro, of course. And yeah, she said she did indeed have one, but she didn't remember much about it except for the feel of the feet in her mouth, because she would just suck on her toy all the time. It's actually kind of a trend with her because... Oh boy, okay, so Rainbow Dash has a very different way of tackling this level. She doesn't teleport through the maze, but flies above it and then under it, which is pretty interesting. Yeah, so one of her other favorite things when she was very, very young was Duplo, which is the Lego brand for young toddlers and stuff. It's bigger and rounder. She had a Duplo horse, which she said that the head of this horse looked just the same shape as a jelly bean, so she would often suck on the head of this Duplo horse. So there was this kind of theme going on there. She would eat her horse toys, apparently. But she said apart from that, she doesn't know anything about My Little Pony. Didn't know what exactly her toy was. They have, you know, all the different character designs of toys. They have names and such, so some of them have persisted through the franchise. I think a lot of the main cast in Friendship is Magic are sort of new characters, but okay, we both killed each other at the same time. Fantastic.
Adventure Ponies.
What's the time? Yeah, let's just keep going. Applejack this time. So we'll see slight variations in the level design based on the skills of the ponies. That's cool. It's a nice little thing, I guess. Alright, Applejack. She's sort of a... I don't know, she's got a cowboy hat, I think. And she climbs ladders. Wonderful. Yeah, there was this thing that I read about when investigating this, that all the ponies are different, like... So some of them are unicorns, and some of them are Pegasi, and some are just normal ponies. So I guess Applejack's a normal pony without magical abilities per se. She can kick hard. Can I do a mid-air kick? Yeah, nice. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's right. So, yeah, Gibbon's saying that there's a spin-off now where they're just schoolgirls. So instead of ponies, the characters have been recast as girls with sort of reminiscent character designs of how they look as ponies, which is, you know, different. It's called Equestria Schoolgirls or something. I don't remember. But yeah, it's interesting. It's a kind of way to pivot the franchise into having a branch that's not about ponies. If I don't know, there's a market segment that doesn't like ponies, I don't know. Climb that ladder. Yeah. Okie dokie. Gibbon says he actually does have some of the older toys. The ones that I said I didn't like the look of as much as the new ones. Although at least they have more accurate horse heads. Am I right? What's going on here? Oh, I see the wrong button. Kick, yeah. Gibbon says he can never see Applejack without thinking about how a friend of his played her in one quote-unquote adult parody. So yeah, that's some fun trivia. I assume they were also in human form, possibly. I don't know. But yeah, Applejack, there you go. Some associations there. Climb that ladder. Wonderful. So yeah, the extent of my research into these characters was going to TV tropes and looking at their character pages. So I know a tiny bit about them, although I kind of got distracted and started going down wiki holes, of course, quickly. Gimme! Fine. That one is just too inconveniently placed to bother with. Especially since it's just over a pit. Oh. Climb. Oh! Nasty. Lucky my hoof attack is so powerful. Ow. Yeah. Judging by the character designs I've seen so far, I think Rainbow Dash is my favorite in terms of look. I'm thinking about... I often think about drawing these characters because I'm gonna eventually do a pixel art version of the characters that I've played as in my stream over the year. As for this one, I'll probably draw Twilight Sparkle since she seems to be the sort of default main character, and also she's the only one you get at the start of this game. Ow. Ah, oh, nuts. Okay, that's the Diamond Dogs. Next level, please. Level 6, last level. Alright. So I'm almost halfway through, and how's our time going? Pretty well. What I'm gonna say... Alright, so let's talk about My Little Pony fandom. You know what? It's kind of a can of worms, but what I want to talk about actually is fan works, because I mentioned earlier that there haven't been too many official My Little Pony video games. There's a lot of smart device games and browser and PC and stuff. But yeah, in addition to games like this that were on websites and stuff, you've got a lot of fan games that the community has made. Oh no. Oh no, I'm gonna regret not picking up that life, aren't I? I think Yeah, okay, so I've got to be really careful and hit it while it's jumping. That's right. Yeah, okay. Maybe not get too close. Let it jump towards me. And avoid the fireballs, please. Oh, there we go. Good. I was worried about I wasn't going to bloody do it. Yikes. Woo! Alright, Pinkie Pie. I've heard of Pinkie Pie. Alright, she can also climb, and she has a cannon. Great. The party cannon. And her harmony thingy appears to be a vase? I don't know. So yeah, there's plenty of My Little Pony fan games, although I guess a lot of them take the form of Flash games as well, that are just on the internet, because that's a very easy way to make and publish games. Although I did, in my searching, find a ROM hack of Mega Man 3 that replaced the main character with Twilight Sparkle, and replaced a lot of stuff with My Little Pony equivalents. And I think it had new level design as well. Yeah, I think it was a total conversion with new levels as well, possibly. But that seemed pretty interesting. I saw it and I was like, oh, a NES game for My Little Pony, that's cool. But it turned out to be a modern ROM hack, but that's okay. But yeah, there's a few websites online that archive a lot of My Little Pony Flash games, including Equestria Gaming Arcade. I don't know what that other one is, but yeah, there's a few of them. You can find them pretty easily. And they all had versions of this game, but the way they rendered them on the page actually made them appear incorrectly. So the page layout was extended to the sides, so you could actually see more of the level at once, which is interesting, and it's something I'm usually in support of, but it was actually against the design of the game, because not all the elements of the screen were rendered at that higher horizontal resolution. So the background was different colors in a sort of strip, and it looked really off. So I found this version hosted at KBH Games, and it was also larger than other websites' versions that I found. So that's why I picked kbhgames.com/games/adventure-ponies. But they don't have Adventure Ponies 2 on KBH. Oh, that wasn't too hard. I could have got that life before. So if you're looking for a good way to play Adventure Ponies, I recommend kbhgames.com. But yeah, these other sort of My Little Pony fan sites have archived a lot of the Flash games. They often have Adventure Ponies, but they've got a bunch of other ones by fan creators, which I cannot vouch for the quality of, but some of them contain pony OCs, which is a popular thing to do in the community. A bit like Sonic, you make your own character in the style of the official ones. It's cool, it's an avenue for expression and such, it's good. But yeah, there's plenty of fan games out there, although this one is official. So I want to talk about them's fightin' herds, but I think Gibbon's got some chat here. Oh, okay. So Gibbon's saying that one of his co-workers works one of the local MLP cons. So of course, actually, what does con stand for? What does con mean? Conservatory, conversation, Constantinople, constabulary. I'm having a complete brain blank about what con is short for. Wow, that was easy. Some characters are much better at boss fights than others. Pinkie Pie's cannon isn't as powerful as Twilight Sparkle's lasers, but actually there's no upside to it. I don't think it shoots any faster. God. Convention. Thank you. Sorry. Yeah, total brain blank. That's okay. Convention. So yeah, My Little Pony fan conventions. Notice how that level design was trivialized by just putting ladders over them. So that's an interesting thing to take note of. So yeah, again saying his friend, who is involved with conventions, so pretty hardcore fan. His favorite character originated in the Equestria Girls spin-off, where they're all human girls instead of ponies, and then was backported into the main show. So is that, what's that one's name? Sunset Sparkle or something? I forget. But I think I know the one you mean. Twilight Sparkle was the main character show, but then they sort of wrote her out and replaced her with a different girl. I don't know, whatever. This is TV tropes minor research that I'm speaking from here. Alright, what can she do? What's this one? Rarity. She has the same moveset as Twilight Sparkle. Well, that's... Let's see how they change things, if they do at all. I think this is different. Yep, so this is the same type of character, the unicorn. And yeah, so she's got the same abilities as TS. Did I have any other notes about stuff? Oh yeah, when I was doing that research about other horse games, there was a fun looking one that I almost played today. It's called Sissy's Ponycorn Adventure, which was a game jam game, which will be familiar if you saw last week's stream where I played a bunch of modern indie stuff. But it was made by this guy who's a game designer and his young daughter, and the daughter had all the ideas and she does voiceover in the game and she drew pictures for it, so it's a really cute collaborative process which combines the imagination of cuteness of children with someone who can actually make a game, which actually reminds me of something like Axe Cop, which was a fun little exercise this cartoonist did with his young was it nephew or brother? Anyway, he was a young kid, and they would do like play stories, but then the guy was like, hey, these stories are really silly and fun, so I'm gonna make a comic out of them. So he started purposely mining these play sessions for ideas for a comic, and it was really crazy and silly because it all came out of the mind of this 5-year-old boy. So that was a fun comic for a while, and then it actually got picked up to be a TV show, and then the comic kind of dried up. I think Malachi, or yeah, was it Malachi? Yeah, the kid kind of aged out of it also. He must be like 10 by now, or something. Oops. Yeah, okay. So yeah, Sissy's Ponycorn Adventure, I didn't play it, but it looked pretty interesting. So yeah, I want to talk about them's fighting events, because that's a really interesting example of a My Little Pony fan game. It's a one-on-one fighting game. Yeah, that was being made by a bunch of fans in about 2013, I think. No, hang on, it started in what did I write? I don't know when it started, but it got a cease and desist in 2013. So it was based on Friendship is Magic. It actually started as a game called Fighting is Magic, and it used the characters from the show, and yeah. I think the people who were making it they had some experience with game design, because it was a pretty professional product. But it got some attention and got that cease and desist from Hasbro in 2013. They still actually released a quote-unquote finished product a year later. Or I don't know if it was the whole team that did it or if somebody else picked it up and completed it. I shouldn't say completed because finished is a better term. They couldn't... yeah, I don't think it was quite the product that it would have been if they'd gone on to complete it unmolested. I feel like the party cannon was able to hit them through their block or something. The lasers were being blocked by something. I'm not sure. Anyway, so yeah, it's confusing to me how they got this cease and desist, but then somebody still worked on and finished and released the game after that. But officially, the development team pivoted the game into being an original property, and they kept like the engine and stuff, I guess, or whatever, or the concept, but changed all the characters. It's sort of a... I don't know, what situation is like this? I guess Project M sort of did a similar thing, where they were doing a fan mod of Smash Brothers Brawl to make it more like Melee, and they never actually got a cease and desist, but they chose to stop developing that and instead make an original game with their own characters. Alright, so here's the last character, Fluttershy. What can she do? She can fly like Rainbow Dash, but she has the stare. Okay, that's obviously a joke from the show, I guess. But it's an up-close attack, much like Applejack's Stomp. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm looking at the time and I wonder if I should move straight on to Adventure Ponies 2, but I think I'll see this one out and I'll just rush through it. Yeah, so anyway, after the cease and desist, they retooled the game, they added a bunch of original characters, and it's being released now as Them's Fightin' Herds. And instead of ponies, all the characters are different four-legged ungulates, that is, hoofed mammals. So you've got like a sheep and a llama, and there's a mythical Chinese horse dragon thing. What else is in the game? I think there's a goat that hasn't been added quite yet. So the game is available to buy and play on Steam as early access, which is something that I'm not really big on engaging with. I mean, that's just me, but I prefer to have a game be released. I think that's a shortcut, I don't know. Anyway. A lot of games are early access in function, if not in name anyway, because they get released like kind of bare bones and then get added to over time with updates. But with early access, there's an added level of roughness to them that is, you know, forgivable, or at least expected. Anyway, Fightin' Herds, the interesting thing about it was that after they got that cease and desist that I mentioned, and they had to make all new characters, they were actually helped in that process by Lauren Faust herself, the creator of the Friendship is Magic show that I mentioned earlier. Yeah, she actually came on board the development team and created and designed all of the new characters for the game. So that's awesome and gives it a sense of legitimacy, as well as I don't know, apology for getting the cease and desist from Hasbro, maybe, I don't know. since she was, you know, involved in the original show, or at least used to be. And yeah, it looks really cool. I think the character design and animation and stuff. But yeah, I was going to talk about that more on another later stream to come at a later date, where I play and talk about fighting games with predominantly or completely female rosters. That's definitely something that I have on the back burner. And Them's Fighting Herds is a good example of that. The main obstacle to that whole thing is that I'm completely crap at fighting games, of course. Great. No problem. Oh yeah, Gibbon said exactly that in chat before I managed to say it. I just didn't look over. But yeah. The Friendships Magic character designer stepped in to help design new characters for the game. Alright, so that was Adventure Ponies. Like I said, I do have the sequel queued up here at equestriagaming.net. So let me swap that over. Bing bong, biddle boop. Hopefully this works. Oh, it's all the same music. Okay. So, just checking that looks correct. What's this other one actually? While I'm here, MyLittlePonyGamesFree.blogspot.com. Apparently, there's another site that I was looking at earlier. Nope, that doesn't look right. How about that? Oh no, that is correct. Here. Okay, I think that's all lined up. So this is Adventure Ponies 2. Wait, there's more. And the controls are all the same, I think, but there's a bit more complexity here. 2 different pickups. 2! Imagine. Warps for bonus stages and levers to open new things. And yes, a whole new roster of characters. So I guess they're sort of secondary characters in the show, but they're all getting a go here. So this is Big Macintosh, who appears to be a normal horse, much like Applejack. She can climb ladders and kick. And yeah, already we can see we've got moving platforms, we've got switches over here, we've got falling stalactites. And there's those switches, so it's a little bit more complex. Ta-da! Use the... yep, okay. So King Sombra. Sounds pretty scary. Oh no, it's King Sombra. It's another horse. But our kick is quite powerful. There we go. That's right, I sure did. And yeah, instead of clouds we got clusters of balloons apparently. Go figure. See, I'm actually pretty interested in Them's Fighting Herds now. Although, like I said, I'm crap at fighting games, so if I bought it, I probably wouldn't enjoy it that much. But I like looking at the characters, I guess, and reading about it. Okay, so here's a bonus stage. This is new for this game as well. Gotta collect all the apples before time runs out. This reminds me of the Donkey Kong Country animal token stages, which always completely break the flow of the game and just have you running back and forth picking up bits and bobs. But unlike Donkey Kong Country, this is only good for lives. Sorry, those were good for lives. This is only good for score. Ow. Okay, so crystals seem to appear under different conditions and then give you a large score bonus. Collect all the Timberwolves pieces to defeat them for good. That sounds scary. So they're like undead and they regenerate unless you pick up their pieces or something? That's very spooky. Oh! How dare you. Dude, how many are there? Okay. Ta-da!
Ready? Start.
So if this takes as long as the first game, which it might take longer, I don't know if we're going to have time for a robot unicorn attack. Oh! Well, that was rude. Crystal disappeared. Yeah, let's not bother with the bonus stages. Actually, I'll do one more to see if the layout is the same every time. Oh, it's different. Okay, well. I guess it's worth checking out the bonus stages. Yeah. Wonderful. Yes. Okay. So this is new. I enjoy this game. I think it looks cool. It's going for that faux retro aesthetic, but doing it really well.
Ready? Start.
And it controls well. Come on, eel. Ow! Hey, what? Yeah, there we go. Ow! Dang, they're quick. Oh, there's more holes. Ow! Oh, nasty. Oh, I see, okay. Get it to attack, and then go in for the kill. Cool, I can do that. Ow. Yeah. What was this one's name again?
Ready? Go.
Big something? I forget. Yeah, cool boss. Oops. Yikes. Okay. Ow. I completely missed those spikes on the floor. That was careless. What's this one? Hello? What's going on here? Whoa! Ooh. Okay. Calm down. Oh no, it's just a... No, I did say I was going to do them. Yeah, those gems just kind of appear sometimes. Oh, this is different. More vertically oriented. Oops. Oops. Oh, really? Bonus games have a separate timer. The only on-screen timer is the... There we go, so I could reach that after all. Yeah, the only on-screen timer is the bonus timer that's ticking down. But that's just for the overall stage. Yikes. Okay. Oh, that's different. Okay, so instead of fighting here, we're collecting music notes to soothe some bears to sleep. I assume they're bears from the name. Whoa, boy, they are gigantic. They look more like beavers, actually. Hello? Sorry to disturb you. Ah! Ah! Oh, spooky. Big Macintosh.
Ready? Start.
Didn't get to see them fall asleep, but that's okay. I suppose we'll do the bonus stage. So yeah, for My Little Pony, I think the 4th gen has been the most successful. Friendship is Magic has got a lot of fame and attention, but it's been around for a lot longer than that. Like I said, I was looking at the comparison of how the pony design has changed over the years, and there's even like a half generation between 3 and 4 called 3.5, which I don't know. Yeah. I don't know how they decide that, but there was some kind of redesign without it being a full generation somehow. I don't know. It's all unofficial nomenclature anyway. But the toys themselves haven't changed as much as the appearance has in the show, I feel like. Between 3.5 and 4 is not that big a difference in the toys. Trixie's invincible unless you can find her amulet. Okay. Magic amulet. Okay, so here's an evil unicorn. And we gotta find the hidden... Oh! Teleporting magic unicorn. Okay, we have the amulet. Break it. Oh, I have it, so I guess I can... I don't know. Yes, it works. Wonderful. Naughty Trixie.
Ready? Go.
So yeah, a lot more switches in the level design in this sequel. And more complex levels overall. Ah. These bonus levels would be a lot easier if I could fly, which is probably why they give you the basic pony as the starting character. Although they didn't do that in Adventure Ponies 1. Twilight Sparkle had a very powerful attack. Oh well. I wonder if I can press the button to dismiss that. Yes. Got out without being damaged. Give me a gem. Yes. I do like shiny things. Ow. Winner. Changelings are very adaptable and contain many pony abilities. Oh, great. Spooky. So they're gonna fly and dash, and possibly also shoot me. They're mostly just flying and dashing right now. Oh, I got killed dead. Yeah, take that. Oh, that's it. You beat Changlings, they missed the E, and finished level 6. New best, new pony unlocked. So we can see swimming around here, all the pony designs. Oh, we saw them on the title screen anyway. Yeah, there they are. I don't know who any of these ponies are. Let's find out. Shining armor. We're just gonna keep playing, I guess. Yeah, why not? Let's do at least. Let's at least get a flying Pegasus pony, so we can. Excuse me? What the heck just happened? Yeah, so I want to play and get to a Pegasus so I can break with the level design, because that would be sweet. Okay, none of the buttons will advance that screen. I must click with my mouse. Yo, evil unicorn, take that. Invincibility time, huh? Don't think that dragon had invincibility time in the first game. Cool. Ow. See that option room? It puts you there when you're using the teleporters. I guess I might not have got all the bonus stages, but if you're that interested, play the game yourself at equestriagaming.net. They have a category for official games, and there are only 2 games in it. This and Adventure Ponies 1. Done.
Ready, go.
Oh, Oh, what? Oh, right. Hold on, I have to send a message real quick. Oh, it's getting hot in here.
Ready,
It's supposed to get to 30 degrees today, which is just nuts. And I've had to close the door because, of course, they're constructing a new apartment block next door. Not next door, just down the street. It's very noisy. Take that, quarry eels. Given saying he liked the backgrounds in the first game better. That's a good point, actually. The level design here is more complex, but what have we lost, you know, in the process? It also doesn't have the main characters that people like the most. Then again, if you're a fan of a secondary character, it can really be a thrill to see them take a starring role like this.
ready, go.
Which reminds me, I'm in a very good mood right now, because they just announced a new Bubsy game. So that's very exciting. It's from, yeah, well, it's from Tomo, obviously, who have won the name of the Dead accolade as a kind of grisly skin. But, yeah, they commissioned, what are they called? They commissioned a company to make a Bubsy game, and the company is called Choice Provisions. You might know them from Bit Trip Saga and the Bit Trip Runner 2 and Runner 3, Future Legend of Rhythm Alien. So yeah, it's an auto runner game just like the Bit Trip Runner games. So presumably it'll be good, if you think those games are good. I played one once and I couldn't get into it. The jumping and the timed nature of it was a bit much for me. But yeah, good to see the Bubsy brand getting a revival. I've long been a fan, and I'm happy to see another one. And of course, everyone on the internet is going, "No, you're stupid. Bubsy sucks."
Ready?
But don't let it get you down, self. Thanks, self. Got your magical amulet, Trixie, and there's naught you can do about it. Hey. Don't you teleport away from me, young lady. Ow. Quick, one more! Ah, she got me before I could get her. Yeah, take that.
Ready? Go.
Do, 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 do. Is this game all cave backgrounds? Guess it is. I guess that's okay. For a simple Flash game, it's a lot of fun.
Ready? Oh no.
You know, it says they have all these abilities, but they're really just flying and dashing. That's all I've seen evidence of. Oh, another double kill. Alright, that is the last one. Cool. Alright, good. Hopefully I get a Pegasus now? Yes, Spitfire. She looks cool. I assume they're all girls. So, yeah, we've got a dash and a fly. Great. Let's break some levels. This is what I want. This is what I wanted. Just fly past everything. Beautiful. Yeah, okay. I like this character. What was the name? Starfire? I forgot already. Starfire's in the Teen Titans. Spitfire? Yeah, Spitfire. Was it? Ah! Oops. There's my confidence, my overconfidence. Oops. Do. Yeah, just fly over it all. Wonderful. Air dashes are the best. They are, in fact, the best. Mighty Gunvolt Burst again. Beck gets the air dash, and it's amazing. But I think I might prefer Gunvolt's double jump or multi-jump. He can do up to 3 extra jumps in the air. It's glorious. Excuse me. Can't hit him until he's quote-unquote active, I guess. Cool. That's all too. Yeah, speed run. We fly, we dash, we fall. We fly again. I like this. Ow.
Ready?
Alright, I'm gonna stop this after playing this because we'll have seen all 3 potential move sets of characters. And then I will quickly try and find some robot unicorn attack before we finish up here. It's very in keeping with the colourful pony theme, if not the heroine's theme. Ow. Nuts to you, sir. Too right I do. I love flying everywhere, it's great. Oh, yes. How come I never went that way before? Alright, this time I definitely want to see these characters on screen when I do this. And with flying, it'll be a lot easier. There we go. What? Oh, there. Excuse me? I guess they got agitated, so the other ones reset? Yeah, that might be it. Let's just land in between you here. Hello? What's wrong? Something's going wrong here. Okay. Is it timed? Ugh. I think it's tied to their attack. I just don't wanna... I'll just wait for them, I guess. Come on. Hello?
I win.
Okay, so that was them sleeping.
Ready, go.
Now I've seen it. Aha, flying. Flying is glorious. It was cool in Spiral and it's cool now.
Ready, go.
I'm ready.
Get ready.
Ow! She seemed to disappear without the disappearing animation.
I win.
Awesome.
Ready, go.
In my haste, I've taken too much damage. Whew. So, what have you been playing lately, Gibbon? Still doing Starlink? No, you beat Starlink, didn't you? You beat the story mode. Did you do any extra stuff, or did you move on? Phew. That was a devastating couple of attacks. Oh, that's right, Rusty Pup. The new game from Chris Seaver, creator of Conquer. Rusty Pup. Yes, that's good. He's saying, oh, and trying not to stress out, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to play Robot Unicorn Attack now, which means changing this and then searching for it on KBH, because I think it should turn up pretty well. Oh boy, what have we got here? Yeah, there's a few options. Let's go with this one. Yes, jump into the steel hooves of a robot unicorn, prancing freely amongst the lush purple grasses and rainbow-strewn backdrops of your wildest fantasies. As always, good luck and have fun. So this is an auto runner. Let me see if this looks okay. It's a bit off, but it's good enough. Okay, let's play. Oh yeah, double jumps. Oh god, it's loud. Of course. This game is famous for, whoopsie, the background music, as well as being radically magical in its look. Magically radical even, both. Use the dash to destroy the stars. There will be oh, the dolphins, I forgot about that. if you're doing well, like dolphins just jump across the screen. I think in one of the sequels you can transform into different creatures, apart from the unicorn. So here you go, here's your robot unicorn attack again. Yeah, Rusty Pop sounds pretty interesting. From the screenshots I looked at, the graphics appear very busy and there's a lot of visual clutter on screen, but supposedly it looks a lot better in motion, so I hope I'm not going to fade down. But yeah, it's an interesting, like, I don't know, almost Lemmings type game where the character Rusty Pup, his little toy robot dog, moves around autonomously and you affect things in the level to make him move to certain places and do something. So it looks really cool. Yeah, given confirming it looks a lot better in motion. And yeah, there's these little links to Gory Detail's previous game, Parachute Stan. So they're sort of building this new expanded universe of their works, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so I don't know, I've been going for about 2 hours now, so that was Robot Unicorn Attack. Why don't we just real quick click on this other one, Robot Unicorn Attack Evolution. So it's a sequel, I guess. I don't know if it's 2 or 3. Yeah, this is the one I was thinking of with different animals. So yeah, we're gonna do this. Press Z to chase your dreams. Get 3 wishes. Same music? Okay. They didn't change that. This must be the second one. I think the third one. Yeah, this is very similar. Whoops. Yeah. So you can do an extra jump after a dash. Oopsie. Nasty. I want to do those transformations. There was a gorilla and a dragon. The sound mix is better in this version, so that's good. It was quite loud in the first game. Always I wanna be with you, let me believe with you, and live in harmony, harmony, harmony. Ooh, transformed. I'm now the panda, the uni panda. That's actually something that was in Axe Cop too. People having unicorn horns and then their name being uni something. Like Uni Baby. And they could do all sorts of magic with their unicorn. Oh, panda again? Fine. Oh. Panda does a roll. Oh, wolf. Fantastic. Oops. Fine. Oh, wow. Okay. Given talking about Rusty Pup, and it's pretty interesting stuff, but it's kind of distracting me from my unicorn. But that's okay. He's saying, imagine the jump. Alright, yeah. So I'm dead. That music is gonna continue to play, so that's good. Alright. And I'll read Given's chat because it's really cool. So, for Rusty Pup, imagine the jump from Super Mario Bros. To Donkey Kong Country, or the jump from Mario 64 to Banjo-Kazooie. Now imagine that sort of rare jump applied to Mario vs. Donkey Kong. Only it's a Metroidvania too, in addition to having collectathon elements, while being a lemming style thing where you indirectly lead Rusty around. I really like it. Yeah, it sounds great. As of now, it's only available on Steam PC, but it is going to be ported to, what was it, Switch, I think. Somebody asked about other console ports, and they said, no, we won't trust anyone else with it, and ports take like too much development time, so we're going to do a Switch port, and that's probably it. So I guess I'll wait for that version and then play it there. But yeah, it sounds really good. Yeah, but anyway, I guess that's it. To the Strains of Erasure, we're going to end the stream there. So thanks for joining me. Had some fun with some ponies today, ponies and horses and such. Oh yeah, it was because it's Halloween and like it's spooky, and I wanted to do a cute, colourful game as a subversion cleverly because I'm so clever. So I hope you enjoyed that. And yeah, see you next time for more stuff, whatever it is. Yeah. Bye. Hold on. Do not ever be. Yeah, you don't need me singing anymore. It's enough. See ya.